This is the rhythm of the night. Oh, night. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life.
Wow.
My life. Oh, yeah. The rhythm of my life. This is the rhythm of the night.
You ready for summer?
Oh, yeah. The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life. My life. Oh, yeah.
Let go the rhythm. Rhythm taking over, just like a music soul, yeah. Rhythm got me drunk, dancing on and over. Link up killer from Loda. Rhythm taking over, just like a music soul, yeah. Rhythm got me drunk, dancing on and over. Link up killer from Loda. You better believe it. Rhythm we need it. The rhythm clean, the rhythm fresh. You better breathe it.
This is the rhythm of the night.
The night, the night. Oh, yeah.
The rhythm of the night. This is the rhythm of my life.
My life, my life. Shout, wow.
This is the rhythm of the night.
The night, the night. Oh, yeah. DJ Soto.
This is the rhythm of my life.
My life, my life. Wesley crew, Nunos. Where the Salva crew, where the Pebbles crew. Rapping massive. The rhythm hot and everybody jamming. Non-stop, look the rhythm coming. Table drumming, the rhythm nice and everybody wild out. Every man, every woman, every child out. No fight, no fight. Prohibited, girls committed, drinks limited. The rhythm wicked.
This is the rhythm of the night.
The night, the night. Oh, yeah. Okay.
This is the rhythm of my life.
My life, my life. Maxwell.
This is the rhythm of the night.
The night, the night. Oh, yeah. Very grand for crew.
This is the rhythm.
White Sit. My life, my life. Isha T. Where the Cassie Blues crew. Grand Bay. Tipo massive. Rhythm taking over, just like a music soul, yeah. Rhythm got me drunk, dancing on and over. Link up killer from Loda. Rhythm taking over, just like a music soul, yeah. Rhythm got me drunk, dancing on and over. Link up killer from Loda. You better believe it. Rhythm we need it. The rhythm clean, the rhythm fresh. You better breathe it. Wow. The night, the night. Oh, yeah.
This is the rhythm of my life.
My life, my life. DJ Sly.
This is the rhythm of the night.
The night, the night. Oh, yeah.
Rhythm of the night.
DJ Easy.
Rhythm of my life.
My life, my life.
The rhythm of my life.
Where the Dailies crew, Mary God crew. Oh.
If I die young, bury me inside, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song. If I die young, bury me inside, lay me down on a bed of roses, sink me in the river at dawn, send me away with the words of a love song.
If I die young, like Swat and Armstrong, church too small, too much people gone come. Make my
We're not ready. We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet. We're not ready yet.
Blow on the road like a neon light. Make it the greatest of all time.
Guys, we ready? We ready? We ready? We ready? We ready? Are we ready for tonight? Let me see who's on my timeline. Let me see who's on my timeline. Big up Carbear 1 time, 2 time, 3 time, 4 time. Carbear sponsors for Run the Track and Talk. Ready tonight. Ready. Booyah Boss is here. All the Booyah Boss is here. He's here. He's here. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Because he's here. Let me know if you're tuned in. Let me know where you're locked in from. Drop your flag, drop your rag, drop something. Don't drop your drawers, okay? Because I want to see. Let us see where you're from. Who's on my live? Let me go there. Nadisha, yes. Die Hard. Show what's going on? What's popping? Yes. Nelson. Shady life. Oliver, now shady life. We not starting until we add. Esa, put the number you want to have up. Put the number in. Show me the number you want to have up before we start. We're not starting until what number? Just show me the number. 10, 50, 100, 1,000. What is the number, Esa? What is the number? Huh? Hey, we ready. We ready for the show, Ollie. We ready for the show. The show going to be show like show. I want to say special good afternoon to every single person locked in social media land, because we're ready. Yes, I Shem. What's going on? The honey man himself. I see you guys. I see you. Shana, my love. How are you? Okay, who's that? Rain 10 J True. What is that? Is that how you pronounce it? The Socaras. Let go the read. Okay, I'm gonna let go the reading. Let's let go the reading one more time. Let me tell you this. I feel like I need to play one of my favorite ASA Bantan readings. My favorite song of ASA Bantan, because Asa the Booyah Boss is here, and this is my favorite, and he knows that's my favorite too. He knows that's my favorite song. This is my favorite song. Okay, this one. This is my favorite song. Tell you something. Okay. Put your hands up in the light. Let me see where you locked in from. Where you locked in from? Nobody else besides you. Yeah, the camera goes up even if they're trying to. The Bantan is in the building. Big up the sponsors. Bear, the only bear he's supposed to be drinking for Carnival. The only bear Carnival 2023 is Carbear. A lucky 2 people in my life under the light go to win themselves a 6-pack of Carbear. If you want to win a 6-pack of Carbear, let me know. Put up the best time. Yeah. I feel like I have more life with that Asa.
Your friends jealous, my friends jealous, your ex jealous, my ex jealous. They vex about us, upset about us. They talking about us when we're tweeting like us. You love me, I do. You want me, I do. You need me, I do. You love me, I do. You want me, I do. You need me, I do.
ASA Bantan track. What's your favorite ASA Bantan? Asa, are you ready? You must see him. He doesn't ambassador he's an ambassador. The man dressed out, decked out. Yes, I. Tonight there, we're killing it tonight there. Oh, Esa say coming on too soon. Esa, let me tell you, we have a massive show for you tonight. We have a big show for you tonight. Let us try it. Let us try it how you want to try it, Asa. We're gonna try it how you want to try it. We're gonna try it soccer pot, and we're gonna see what happens. If it starts to give us problems, you know the business, right? Right? You good? It's I seen you, you're not seeing I seen you, but I seen you. Just make sign. Make sign like sign language. Yes, we're ready to go tonight. People want to win their car bear. That is the bear. Yes, I love those bear. Yes, Carice, Shaba, Rona Cheek, Gisto. Do you want to win a 6-pack of car bear tonight? If you want to win a 6-pack, you just have to stay tuned. Stay tuned. Because we're getting ready. Let me tell you, this is actually the very, 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 very first show that I'm actually going to be drinking alcohol. I don't know why. This is my very, very first show that I have alcohol in my cup. Every other time is water. This time, it have alcohol in it. And my friends that know me, they know I only drink tequila. I drink tequila. So this is tequila and ginger ale. Yeah, I drink it like it's a mixed drink because that's all I drink. So anytime you see me looking to it's tequila I'm drinking. And when I finish, I'm chasing it with Caribbean. We're getting ready to put ASA BANTAN in the building. We have a packed show tonight. I am so grateful to. Let's see how many people on the live. Let's see how many people on the 100. 100 people waiting. How much you going for, ASA? You think 100 enough? For 100, are we going for 200? 200, share the live. Tag your friend. Asa say he's not coming on unless it have 200 people under the live. So tag your friend, tag your sister, your brethren, your side chick, your pampalam have a phone. Tag your pampalam so they come on under the live because he ain't coming on unless we got 200 people under the live, right? 200 people on the live and he coming through. 200 people on the live. Get ready for ASA BANTAN Carnival season. It starts. We ready.
I do.
ASA BANTAN. Let's see how many people are on the live. I check in. I do not check. Jealous. Tag your friend. I see them. I do. Hey, we getting ready for ASA BANTAN, the Booyah Boss, cultural ambassador for Dominica. We want to big him up, big up his team. Ace has been traveling all over the damn place. They have a new track coming. Well, we have plenty tracks dropping tomorrow. We're going to be talking a little bit about that. Shara, let's go to rhythm. Shara says she reached. Tag your friend. Tag everybody. Medina is in the house. Who's that? Johanan is in the house. Yes, I see you tagging. I see you people tagging. Let me tell you, 2 people are going to be winning themselves a 6-pack of Caribbean. I do. Hey! Preview.
Why you didn't sleep on me then? Boy.
If tomorrow
Quiet. Don't have to sing
Idea,
all that.
idea.
You drunk already, man. You drunk already, man. You
charge
check
already.
the battery. Yes. He going back in the lobby. We bringing him back in the lobby. We ready for this show. I tell you, that is my favorite track. And we're running that track again. Let's take it again from the top. Put it back in the lobby. 200 people. We're not talking. We charge. We're not talking until we have 200 people on the line. Tag your friend. Tag everybody. Your man, them. If you have 10 man, tag them. We ready. Like ever ready battery. We charge.
Swear like when I'm beside you, feel like you're the one that deserves all my idols. Could never find another even if I try to. And if you died before me, I pray that I died. I swear like when I'm beside you, feel like you're the one that deserves all my idols. Could never find another even if I try to. And if you died before me, I pray that I died.
I'm never gonna be afraid to say I do. I'm never gonna love no one else beside you. And they celebrate cause of if they try to. And girl, anytime you cry, I want cry too. You love me,
I do.
you want me,
I do.
you need me,
I do.
you love me,
I do.
you want me,
I do.
you need me.
I do. When I'm beside you, feel like you're the one that deserves all my idols. Could never find another even if I try to. If you died before me, I pray that I died. When I'm beside you, feel like you're the one that deserves all my idols. Could never find another even if I
Try to
And if you died before me, I pray that I died.
read him up. Your friends jealous, my friends jealous. Your ex jealous, my ex jealous. They vex about us, us vex about us.
They jealous. All of them jealous. How much of them jealous? Let's get this show on the road. We're gonna get this show on the road. Before I lose my voice, Ollie, let us get this show on the road. Because if you know me, the side effect of drinking is losing my voice. So let's get this show on the road. We're ready for ASA BANTAN. Big up to the folks out there on YouTube. Those of you on YouTube, big up yourself. Those of you on Facebook, big up yourself. Thank you very much for tuning in to your girl. Run the track and talk. We're gonna bring on ASA BANTAN. Let me tell you. I just always tell people that I'm their biggest fan, but I don't know who. I'm probably the biggest fan of everybody. But let me tell you, I remember the very, very first time I met this dude. Let me tell you, the very first time I met this dude was fire. He was actually introduced to me by Big Ben. Big up my brother, Big Ben, out of Dominica, living in Toronto, 7672416. And I remember Big Ben was like, yo, you need to meet Mr. You need to meet Mr. Mr. is going to be the next thing for Booyah music. And let me tell you, ASA came on and ASA has blown every single one of us out of the water. I mean, he really has put, people always say certain artists put Dominic on the map. ASA didn't just put Dominic on the map. He put Dominic in the galaxy, right? Hands down. And he has done his part. He's put everybody know. A lot of people, I run into people and people say, hey, I know that song. They associate Dominica with ASA, right? And that's why I guess he's the cultural ambassador, right? I want to welcome for the very first time on my virtual show, because he's been on my radio show before. The very first time on my virtual show, I want to big up the Booyah boss, the Mr. Wetfed King. What is all look at him grinning. He grinning, he don't know what to. I want to big up ASA BANTAN and welcome ASA BANTAN to the show. Welcome, ASA.
Good night.
Good night.
Why, you have a lot of energy, man. You have more energy than me. You think you have more energy than me?
I tell you, You can't touch me, though. You can't touch me.
And I
I
see,
see.
I see you trying to match up if you're Dominica. If you're Dominica, you know when ASA rule is Dominica, so you try to go if you're Dominica thing. Yeah, understand? But good one, good
Well,
one.
I had to match it. I cannot. We cannot not match on the show. We have to
Yeah,
match, right?
yeah.
Right. Welcome, Lisa.
Yeah, man. It's a pleasure. It's a pleasure to be on your show. You know, that's the first time you actually getting me on an interview on online on social media. You
Yes,
know, on your
yes.
show, your talk show. You know, but that one is different. It's run the track and talk, and you know, I have track and I like to talk. So eh,
Gorgy. Two
you
things
can't get
meet
better
in
than
one.
that. Two
Get
things meet
better
in
than that.
one.
Yes. Lisa, thank you very much for coming on, taking the time on. This is like the busiest season of the year for you, because not only is it the year, isn't it carnival, but it's around the time when you drop, you tend to drop most of your content because you're
Hmm.
getting ready for carnival, not just carnival in Dominica, but carnival all around. Carnival, like this is like the month. So Fed starts and it just takes us through to the rest of the year. And I know your schedule's busy. It was, when they say, you had to talk to all the management to get you on the show. It was twice. It was
Yeah,
twice. If I didn't know somebody that knows somebody, I don't know if I would be able to get you on the show today.
yeah, man. You know people that know people. Yeah, you
People that
make it
know
happen.
people. We made it happen, and
Quite
I'm
have
so
people that
grateful.
still trying to get me on their show and they still can't get me. So you know, yeah, you know people.
I'm honored. I'm honored. I'm honored.
What you
Thank
mean?
you very much. Thank you very much. I mean, you have all kinds of names. You have Mr. Wetfet King. You have Bouillon Boss, the mess maker. The
Ah,
you have them.
just name it. Hmm.
How you get all of these titles? Let's take it. I want to take it back because I it's my very first time I'm actually talking to you a little bit about your life, and
Hmm.
who you are as ASA Bantan. When you got started. Asa, when did you decide that you were going to be a star? When did you decide that you going to be superstar?
I think I was born a superstar, you know, because from no, for real, because from ever I can remember, from since when I can remember, I always involved in something that have to do with traveling and you know making my people happy. You know, I always have fans. I used to play cricket. I used to play cricket for Dominica and the Windward Island under 19. You understand? Actually, I captained the Dominica under 15 team. You know, in Trinidad, we went to Trinidad. You know,
I did
I
know
played
that.
for exactly. That is why I'm here. I captained the Dominica under 15 team. I was part of the Windward under 19 team. We went to Jamaica, Guyana. We went to the finals. We won championship. I actually was on the under 19 team when Dominica won that championship in St. Vincent, and actually was the man of the match. Took 9 wickets. You know, in the
You
entire
say
game.
you long time you batting.
Yeah, man, long time I batting and beating balls. You know, like I batting a long time. You understand? But at the same time, I was always doing music still, you know, from Jack Crew days, you know. Rest in peace, Clickly Bantan. There was a guy named Cleon, Clickly Bantan, you know, from Grand Bay, Cleon Fountain. He was part of the Clockers crew. Big up Skinny Bantan one time, you know, and that guy, you know, always embraced me. And anytime, you know, he'd have music and freestyling and rapping, he would bring me and, you know, and we would tap one another and, okay, your turn. And we're going to rap Butter Goat. And, you know, and your turn, we're going to rap Butter Door. And we're going to sing about this. And, you know, and he brought me um, Teachers Day brought me on the big stage, you know, in the school in front of all these children, all the teachers, and then we had to write our song the day before and practice it, and we went and we execute. So from since then that I was in primary school, you know, and he was in high school, and he used to bring me and sing with him. So music have always been part of me growing up. But cricket, my father is a big cricketer. Well, he don't play no more, and I'm always into cricket and music. So it
Okay,
come to
so
a point where I had
mhm.
to even choose
You had
You
to
know, because
choose.
I was at my peak in cricket, where I could go on and maybe even make the West Indies team. You know, I play with guys like
Is
Mervyn
that what you were
Marshall,
heading
Liam.
for?
Yeah, because that is how I even end up in St. Martin by a cricket team bringing me over to St. Martin to play for them, you know, and then I joined the
And that's where I was
Magical team.
gonna. That's where I was gonna go with that,
Mhm.
because you didn't become. Because I remember when I first heard about Asa the
Mhm.
singer. I heard Asa the singer was in St. Martin. I
Yeah.
didn't, because for some, it appeared that it wasn't. It was almost like there's this guy in St. Martin who can mash up the stage, has roots in Dominica. You know what I like to say,
Mhm.
that the person has roots, and I'm like,
Yeah.
yeah, roots. The man has roots, stems, and branches. What roots you talking about, right?
Yeah.
So you were in St. Martin for how long? Did you remain in St. Martin before you decided, okay,
Came back home.
I'm going to come back home?
Yeah, but I would say 8 to 10 years though.
Wow.
Yeah, because from St. Martin, I was traveling, doing shows, in Guadeloupe, um, Martinique, France, St. Thomas. But I wasn't coming Dominica though, because I had a goal. I always used to say to myself, anytime I come Dominica and do a show, it have to be one of the big shows like Creole in the Park or festival. I come in Dominica and do the little show. You understand? But I was going to France and those other places and I was mashing up the place. And then Dominica wanted me, so the promoters would call me and tell me they want to book me by checking. I ain't going down for just that show. You check, I wanted to be something big.
So wait,
Yeah.
so tell me, what was the first song you sang in like, because you performed in big stages, like you rightfully say, like in France. What was the
Mhm.
first song you remember singing and the crowd went wild?
I had DT have a gun. I took that man. That one. And then I had one called I thought I see a cockroach. Spread the bacon. Kill the cockroach. Yeah. That one mash up St. Thomas. That is the song that brought me to St. Thomas. And and I had DT have a gun. I took that man. That one brought me to Guadeloupe. So that was the two.
How was it performing on these two different stages? Because Guadeloupe is a French crowd, St. Thomas is
Mhm.
more of a Caribbean crowd, but a lot more of a North American crowd too.
Mm-hmm. I mean, both of them was different. I mean, Cockroach Mashup St. Thomas. I mean, they made that song big on the radio where girls would call the radio station and they would request the cockroach song for their boss. You check for their boss. So they would say, so they would say, yeah, I want I'm requesting the cockroach song for them girls from Content or for them girls from Housing, and the DJ would play it. And then them girls from House, Content would call back and say, I want to send back the cockroach song to wherever. So that song just end up getting big like that.
Wow.
Just like that.
And then you decided that you come in and perform Dominica. So Dominica, your first shot, your first chance on stage in Dominica, because as you rightfully said, you wanted a big show. You didn't want no little
Mhm.
show, right? And they say something about short people. We like to be in
Yeah.
charge, and and you decided that big stage or no stage. What was the first big stage you landed on in Dominica?
Hold on there. Share the line, 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 share the line. You got to learn to say it like that, Jen. Tag your friend, tag your friend, tag your friend, tag your friend, tag your friend. Yeah.
Shut it live.
So the first show that brought me to Dominica from St. Martin, that they call me, that make me go against my will. Correct, tell you is either Creole in the Park or festival I was looking at, is how can you come to a wet fete and don't expect for you to get wet? You don't know blows you go get. What? Papa vet. Papa vet. Papa. Yeah, that was the show. That was the show. Because I made that song, because that song is of a true story. Because Wet Fete happening in Grande in Bubble City. and there's this guy that come from St. Thomas, Yankin, his American accent, and he decided he don't want to pass in the dry section. He want to go through the wet section because when you pass in the dry section, it's more expensive, and when you go through the wet section, you pay less. So he want to go through the wet section, but don't get wet, which that's impossible. And he got
Anybody
wet.
that knows that.
Anybody with common sense knows that. And then, and then he got wet. And when he got wet, he decided he want to fight. And then those guys start to fight with him. They take the hose and they wrap it around his neck. They had to wrap it around his neck. And they, they kind of beat him up. And then they throw him off out of the party and so on and thing. And, after seeing that, I say, boy, I can make a song from that, because so I was on the stage like the following week in Bubble City. We was doing a show in Bubble City, so I was on the stage. And I'm looking at the crowd, so I'm telling them, who was in the party last Sunday, like the wet fete last Sunday? And that just come to my mind. It's like I didn't write it, I didn't think of it. I just thought of what happened in the party last Sunday because the party was packed inside Bubble City. And I just watched it and I say, who was in the party last Sunday? And everybody started to scream, day. And I say, how can you come to a wet fete and don't expect for you to get wet? That's just that I say. And the place just go, why? And I say, ASA, you got to put that into a song. You got to I got to make this song. And everything I said in the song, that's exactly what that happened.
Yes, just like that.
Just like that.
How can you come to a wet fete?
Just like that. Reality, facts, and everybody know it. And it making sense. And people could relate to it. So that leading back to that song now, I went back to St. Martin because, remember, I not come in and perform for nobody, but I come in Granby. Granby is my home. I go into the wet fete and I do my little shows in Bubblers, but it's my show. I was doing my own show. I did my dancehall queen in Bubblers and so on. So it was my shows. So when I went back to St. Martin, I have a cousin named Massman. So I know if you know Massman, Arad Moses, that's one of the number one rhythm guys in the world. Bouillon rhythm in the world, Arad Moses. So I think Massman sent me a rhythm. So he sent me that, he tell me, cause whatever. I link up a DJ and tell him I need a rhythm. So he tell me, check Massman. When he check Massman, I said, what? Massman is my uncle child. Like his mother and my mother is like two brothers, children.
Okay, first cousin. Sorry, first cousin.
Yeah,
second
right.
cousin.
Yes. So when I check in, like, what and thing, so he ended up sending me something. So when he sent me the rhythm, I put it in a file and I say, you know what? I'll hold that for another day. So when I remember the wet fete, I went back and listened to the rhythm. And listening to the rhythm, I'm like, whoa, the rhythm fit in the song. It's like that rhythm was made for that song. And I just did the song, and the rest was history. So
yes.
Yes, man.
ASA BANTAN is in the building, people.
I'd like to write it. Kenny Shell. Ali Shell. Dorothy, you charge. Jael, you charge.
Kimberly.
Okay, we gotta do it for them.
The boy sick like flu.
The boy tries to disrespect the Highland crew. The boy gets so much blows until the boy turn blue. Over 10 man stick up on the boy like glue. You know what I hate? When them come from United States. Come here, try to wax up them face and play like they forget that South City Granby is a Batman place. How can you come to a wet fete and don't expect for you to get wet? You don't know it blows. Papa man.
Where is my tongue crew?
Yes, sir. If you never hear wet fete, welcome to the wet fete. Let me tell you, that is wet fete. And you mash it up. I think that is the very first song of yours I memorized from start to end. And I think you were shocked the first time you came on my radio show. And I sang it for you, just like, I memorized the entire song from start to finish. That song shelled down Wet Fet. It became Wet Fet anthem. Because anytime you drop a Wet Fet, that is what the anthem.
So that is why that happened. So that is how it led back to me coming to Dominica for my first show, because now Dominica had the original Wet Fet. You know, Grand Bay, we have our Wet Fet. We always have Wet Fet. But you know, Roseau had the original Wet Fet from Tilly Thomas, aka Money T. Money T, big up yourself wherever you are. And you know, so Money T, Tilly have the biggest Wet Fet. Tilly. Somebody tag Tilly.
They tag him already. They tag him.
So Tilly have the biggest Wet Fet happening on island. And then we have Antigua have the biggest fet in Antigua at that time was Wet Fet too, you know? So now when it comes to the promotions of Wet Fet, obviously you're going to use a Wet Fet song or a water song. So my song was this song that they were using to advertise Wet Fet, and Big Ben on radio, you know, that's another mashup. So Big Ben pushing that Wet Fet thing, and Wet Fet and everybody waiting for the Wet Fet, the song making sense. Grand Bay people love this song, and once Grand Bay people have your back, you're going through. You understand? So Wet Fet is the thing. Wet Fet coming for Carnival, and it's all you hear is how can you come to a Wet Fet and don't expect to get wet? And at that time, you know, you have WCK in their prime, mash it up. You have Triple K, prime, still in prime, mash it up. And let me tell you, the place wild and tickets sold out. And Tilly calling me. I don't know how Tilly get my number. I don't know how that CIA get my number. Because them tell I don't have Dominica number. FBI.
But it's funny you say that, because the first number I had for you was a foreign number. It was 590. I remember that.
A French number, you know. So Tilly get that number, and Tilly now calling that phone, and I answer the phone, and you know he telling me about Wet Fet, he doing Wet Fet, and when we come, and I tell him no, I not coming, cause I already don't make my mind. I not coming to Dominica for them thing. And this man called me every day, in the morning, in the afternoon, in the night, early morning.
I think he tell you.
I in the toilet, the man calling, paving the man ring by, I hear my phone ringing. I in the road driving, the man calling. Yeah, them time to have WhatsApp, so you can't really send message like that. And he call and he call and he call. And Big Ben call. He put Big Ben to lobby for him and everybody, you know. And I check in, you know what? Send for my word on the ground. My people telling me, yo, the thing big dog there, yo. If I come dog, place mash up. So they tell me it's a big show, you know, it's a good show to make my debut, to, you know, to make my entrance and so on.
And that crown you the Wet Fet king. Nobody can take that from you.
Nobody. I mean, when I start that Wet Fet thing, that people have water songs before, you know, like Skinny Bantan. Big up Skinny Bantan. A lot of love for that guy. You know, yeah, you have guys like Burning Flames and them, they have water song. So a lot of people water song, but I took that water vibes to a whole different level. You know, I am the first artist that actually bringing cases and cases and cases of water on stage, you know, and hand it out to the people to have them be part of the performance. You know, because most people sometimes would come with a bottle of water, or they maybe come with a hose. But then, you know, with the amount of water, I'll bring 20 cases, 30 cases, 50 cases if I have to, because, you know, you're going to get wet. You must get wet, you know. So I take it to a whole different, other level. So anybody on see bring cases of water on stage, that is ASA Bantan, that starts that. Me, the Wet Fet king, you understand?
Hear that?
Yeah.
We're moving right along. Okay, so ASA, you make your debut in Dominica. Now everybody know who ASA is. And you decided that this is it for you. So Dominica is your base. When did that happen?
Right there as well. So now I was getting so many calls around that same time to go and perform, you know, in different islands. Like I was getting a lot of calls for Guadeloupe, Saint Thomas, Dominica, France. So that was my routine. France, Guadeloupe, Saint Thomas, Dominica. So I was getting so much calls. And then remember, I working and I had a very good job. I had a good job. I was a rental agent and I was running my own fleet, of cars and so on. I was in a hotel working in a hotel in St. Martin. That's where my office was, salary, salary on queue. Salary was good. And when you're working with the tourists, you
You
make a
make
lot of
tips.
friends and you make a lot of tips,
Tips.
Tourists come back and look for you. My boy, Wheelie and all them guys and Louis, Asa, where's Asa? He's gonna come and see. And I make plenty tips. Sometimes I never even used to touch my salary. I used to leave off my tips. So I had a good job. My child born in St. Martin, my girl, so we
Your
was
daughter,
together.
yes.
Yes, and then everything was nice. But then because I was working and the busiest day in rentals, especially in St. Martin, is Saturday and Sunday. Friday, Saturday, Sunday, because a lot of people do time share. So they come Saturday to Saturday, Friday to Friday, Sunday to Sunday. So, but all the bookings, in entertainment is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Sunday.
So every time I go Friday night, I come in I supposed to start work at 8 o'clock Saturday, while reaching back like 10 because that's when the plane does come from Guadeloupe or from wherever, 9 o'clock. So, boy, I check in that tying up, Sometimes my customers come and check me on the job and I not there, and so on. My boss man checking, boy. My boss man was coming, Asa, say, Asa, you ain't come back as yet?
You becoming a delinquent.
My boss was saying, Asa, tell these promoters you have a job. Jay, the man checking, and he wasn't believing in me, The man not checking about artists, Because remember, the man said, how much years they're working for him. The man checking, I have a job, you have a job to do. You know what? You have a show in center. You're a madman. Tell the promoters you have a job. So we always had that back and forth and thing. So it come to that point when I say, boy, what to do? I have to make a move. If I do not make that move, I would never know. I would never know where Spain Ibiza be. I would never know about an Uber soccer. I would never see England maybe. I would never, I would never know how far I would have reached. I would never reach as so far to even give back to all these people and and helping other people. It's a blessing, you understand? So I had to make that decision. So sometimes to all the people on the live, when you never afraid to make that decision, because you will never
especially when you think for your fact that this is something that you're doing for yourself.
Yes.
It's not something that you're doing, with other people. Because you could have stayed by the job and you were making money. You're rolling in the dough.
Yeah, I was rolling in dough. I tell you, I was rolling in dough, Jay. I was rolling in dough. But that's why you never have to be afraid to take chances, because you never know what will happen. As 50 Cent say, get rich or die trying. It might cost you dying in the process, but you have to try.
You decide you're moving back to Dominica.
So I asked my people, and then first person, my mother. So my mother was a no. My mother's an elderly, so what them elderly does think already. Nobody living what they have for. They don't see you mad. You gonna leave your job to go and sing. But then my other close people and them tell me, boy, Bantan, you can do it, Well, but the last say was me. When I sit down, to myself, and I just say, you know what? If you do, I go back and cry for my job. I gonna tell him, boss man, it's a joke I was making. And Jael, since that day I dropped that resignation letter, I have never stopped getting shows. I never miss that job. Like, boy, I should say, you can see me today. That I'm a diplomat right now. I hold a diplomatic passport right now. I'm an ambassador for my country. You understand? Right? And every time I go back to St. Martin and my boss man see me, he tell me, Asa, when you coming back to work, Asa?
You must do a show for him. You must do a show right in the air, in the hotel. I don't know what time it is.
I was one of his best workers, and I had a lot of customers, a lot of friends, a lot of clients. So he had really liked me. And every time I go back to St. Martin, that is where I go. He give me cars. I sometimes I don't even pay for them cars, and so on. So that was one of those important decisions that I made, and it paid off.
It was not an important decision only, it was a life-changing
Changing decision.
this
Yes.
decision, and it really did change your life. I mean, we've seen so
But
much. Mhm. Go ahead.
as I said, yes, it changed my life, and it changed my life both ways. Because it come with the positive, but it have the well, I don't want to say positive and negative. I don't use those two. It come with the advantages, and then it had the disadvantages where I end up losing my daughter in terms of like being with me, because now I traveling so much. She and her mother moved to France. You understand? She and her mother moved to France because that singing thing, Mama Kala take that. You remember that song? Remember that song, Soul Puss make
Yes,
Captain Never There. Yeah.
that's it.
I leave my family on remote control. So that part of it, and you know much I love my daughter. So that part was the hurtful part of it. But then I had to go for it, because all that would come back to
Understands. I
benefit
think
her.
in your videos, in your postings, and the interaction between the two of you, I think she understands. And we live
Yeah.
in a different age. Probably if she was born when we were born, she might feel differently. But because we
Hmm.
live in a different age where you can connect so easily, social media, you
Right.
can FaceTime
Yes.
so easily. How is that like with the two of you? Because just the other day she celebrated her birthday, and you gave her
Yes.
chain and a
Achena.
ring and the tell us a little bit about your relationship with her.
Oh yeah, yeah. Me and her tight. We tight. I believe if she was like living with me, she would have been an artist because she was very interested in what I doing.
Mhm.
I used to have her voices in some of my songs, like in the "Who's Your Baby Father?" The voice that said "Papa, Daddy."
Yes,
That
yes.
is her. In the "If I Die Young" video, I have any video. So she already wanted to, sing and so on and be part of that. But apart from that, our relationship good. We good. She know I love her. She love me same way. And it's just that she in a different country. It's French, and a different vibes. Different vibes. But we good. We good.
We good. We good. All right. So I want to talk a little bit about, now you've moved to Dominica and you started doing all of these shows and started getting all of these bookings. But you remain popular in Dominica, the French islands, St. Thomas. But then you
Mhm.
break out now to the rest of the Caribbean. And
Yes.
and it was a crazy song that make you really break out. How did that idea come about? Like, what was that planned? Like, because I know sometimes, we'll sit down and we'll say, you know what, do that because I want to target that audience, especially if you
Mhm.
operating from a marketing standpoint. How did that roll out? How did you infiltrating the rest of the Caribbean come about?
I'd have to say half and half. Yeah, half and half, because you have to study the market, and that's why I always, anytime I get a chance to speak with those young musicians, I just always give them that little advice. No, some of them, I don't know if they yide me or they not yide me, they're taking it or they're not taking it. But sometimes you just get trapped in a bubble, and you have to, because if you remember how ASA Bantan started, and to all the people on the line, my fans and them, if they know how I started, it was all about news. You want news? I'll give you news.
Give you
While
news.
Dominica suffer every hour,
Every
Roosevelt
you get
Skerrit and
scary
Ron Green, they're fighting for power.
for power.
That is
Come on.
me. Something happened, I want to know if it's true. Something happened, I want to know if it's. So I sing the truth, and nothing but the truth. So that was my type, giving this story, and that was my type of music. But then in Guadeloupe is a whole songs I don't sing in Guadeloupe. I don't sing them in Dominica, and I don't sing them in Antigua. I don't sing them in Saint Martin or Saint Thomas. I have
Give
a
us an
whole
idea as
different.
to a song. Sing something that you just sing in Guad before.
Timakume, ni pou este loin, parce que nous pas aimer pomper. You know? Si vous pas aimez combat, montrez-moi dédouette, you know? So I have assez un boss, à pays à moi, ouais, assez ouvert like a pessalenge. Back it up. Look, take that. Look, take that. Look,
take
that. Press that. Back away. All right. So you see them other songs that. So I have different. So I have different repertoires. You know, I have a repertoire for Guadeloupe. So I have different things. But then you have to study it and you have to understand it because Guadeloupe, these people different. So because you're big in Guadeloupe doesn't mean that you're big in Antigua, and it don't mean nobody like you in St. Thomas. And that don't mean that you're big in Miami. And that doesn't mean Grenada want to see you, you know, and St. Martin and those places. So Guadeloupe is Guadeloupe. So when you get stuck in Guadeloupe and you start to make most of your songs for Guadeloupe, you will only stick in Guadeloupe and Dominica. So in traveling to a couple of the other islands, I understand. So when I made that song, Do Something Crazy, I say, you know what? Most of my songs is all about news. But when I went, because I had an experience when I went to Antigua for my first time, and when that song on Who They Make a Line Up, that was one of the hottest songs in Dominica, and that was one of my hottest songs. And I come Antigua and I sing it on Who They Make a Line Up, and these people stand up watching me like
they don't know who because they can't relate.
They can't relate, and then they use different dialect. They use different slangs. So I say in line up, but they don't say line up. St. Thomas will say gang bang, you know? and then that St. Martin will say train, you know? Train. Dominica, we don't say train, we don't say gang bang, we say line up. It depends on what we're talking about, you know, I say. So of me saying line up, these people thinking of something else, you know? So you have to learn that. And then when I come and I sing a song that everybody could relate to, like, do something crazy, do something. I seen the fence mashing up, the branch, the tree, the gate.
People were going wild.
Wild. So now, when I sing Wet Fete is a story that happened, but the fact that people could relate to that story, because you have Wet Fete in every island, people was going crazy, throwing water and things from their cooler before.
Check.
We coming back to that one. We coming back to that one. Wait, we're not checking yet.
So now that is how I start to say, you know what? I have to make songs that Antigua can relate to, St. Martin can relate to, St. Thomas, Vinci, Lucia, you know, VI, Miami, New York, and then even the Guadeloupe people too. So that is how I start to make different songs, you know, and I stopped singing about certain things that happen. So something happened, Dominica, yeah, let another artist sing about that. That is not for me no more. I moved from that already. You check what I tell you, I don't eat rice no more. Rice is for pilau. Rice is for pilau. Right now I upgrade. You understand? It's shrimp pasta and they can have it. Yeah, we move up. Lobster time.
Lobster time. Ready shrimp pasta. So you make, I mean, that was some crazy shit that went on with the song. I remember seeing trees, people rooting out trees from the ground.
Remember, do something crazy is that it's wide. When I say do something crazy, a man can come out from a roof and jump, you know. Anything can happen. I'm not literally telling you what to do. I tell you do something crazy. So standing up and just pee in the jam can be craziness too. Anything can.
but you actually take it to a next level because you bring on people who do crazy things.
Yes, I do.
As part of your performance.
Yes.
So it's almost like you did like a jab, you know, the little moose that telling you, Pablo fei, mouke mouton kon pou fei. Gade yon moun ki ka fei.
And yeah, because why I love to sing those songs is when I'm on stage and you have stoosh people, and them stoosh people decide is at the front of the stage they want to be. At the front of the stage is for lights, camera, action, for me to put up on Facebook, for people to see my fans. No, don't come and put your hand on gate and watching me like, who is that? No, I'm going to make them move you from there. You and your love Brazilian weave. You see, you on that wet and wavy. You on your 47-inch. I'm going to make them wet that. And if it's synthetic, trust me, it's going to stick.
How you know all that about weaving? How you know all that?
I used to buy them.
We got to come on Rapunzel.
I used to buy a portion of them for Rapunzel in a mall.
One day it come out. We wait. Put that sticker pin on Rapunzel. We coming back. We coming back with Rapunzel.
Yes, sir.
So people
share the life, share the life, share the life, share the life, share the life. Tag your friend, tag your friend, tag your friend, tag your friend. Say Jael, say.
Share the life, share the life, share the life, share the life. Tag your friend.
Wow, that is do something crazy.
So people start doing all of these. Like I've been at events and see how people just go wild when you start singing. It's like, I don't know if they'll be waiting for that song to come on for them to do something. I've seen people lift up people. They've taken coolers. They've pulled up, and the worst was the branches, the trees. People.
Well, you ain't seen nothing crazy yet. You ain't seen nothing crazy yet. The craziest set of things that happen in people climbing stage, go on top the roof of the stage, people jamming in garbage bin and walking up on garbage bin, running up on roofs. Like if we play in close to a place that have a house, they would climb on the person's house, run up on the roof, and so many. Mash up the entire fence. The first time I played in Dreamland Juve in England, the crowd actually mash up the fence. I tell them to mash up the fence. As soon as they really come they just have to shake it and mash up the fence and run towards the stage. I played in Barbados, but Barbados is not a wild place. Their thing is like more groovy. So anything that wild, they just shut down the jam. And the whole event got shut down when I come on stage. As soon as I start to do something crazy, then people just mash up the VIP, and it's like, whoa, my God. Police come on stage, and it was like, yeah. It's
a good thing. You were smart with the lyrics, so you didn't tell them to do it. You tell them just do it.
No, I don't really tell them. No.
You didn't tell them what to do.
Sometimes I do. Because like in Anguilla, the last show I had in Anguilla for Eyes Wide Shut, I actually send them to the VIP. Because I on stage and some girl in the VIP, I don't know if it's Rapunzel cousin, in the VIP watching me cut eyes. You check? Watching me. So I say, me watching cut eyes, girl, okay. You don't know my power. I going to show you with ASA Bantan. I'm going to send all them wild people in the stoosh people section. And she disappeared. She disappeared like a Zandoli. I just sent them in it.
She disappeared like a Zandoli. So that one comes out, and you've made so many other really big hits, like hits after hits. Another one that I really like is I'm Amazing. I love that song. I love that song.
Amazing is a little, it's more groovy because you see, and that's the difference with ASA Bantan. I don't just make one type of songs, I have fans for everybody all across the board, so I have the nice songs for the people like you, as you say, like the Amazing. I see you like the your ex jealous, my ex jealous, that kind of thing.
Continue.
Because we're feeling like, cause you love me, I do. You need me, I do. So we have those type of songs. I have songs about life where people can just, sit down and just relate to life. People that lose a loved one, like If I Die Young and You Better Live Life Before Life Leave You, and so many songs like that. Just people that just love life and just people that grieving, you know, something they can relate to. I have songs for the kids. I have songs say no to drugs, you know, and all those things. I have songs for women, empowering women. I know my worth. You must listen to that song. I know my worth. You check me? No man cannot beat you, and so on. I have songs that empowering women, and then I have my crazy songs for the fetters, like Fet is Fet, Mass is Mass.
Is mass.
If you welcome to Fet, then move your border. So when I call myself the Bunyo Boss, well, actually, I didn't give myself that name, but I love it, so I accept.
I was coming to that. How did that name come about?
After like I got that name from England, from a guy named Matches from Monster. So there are some big promoters who does shows in England. I forgot that the name of the place, but it's a very popular place in England. And Scala.
Okay.
Scala, yes, Scala. And then I did an event there, but you know, it have how many different artists on the lineup. And most people didn't really know me like that at that time. And then you have the Lucians artists, you have the Bajan artists, and all that. And I come and I just mash up the place with Wet Fet and them kind of thing. And you know, and after that, the guy said, boy, you really is the Bunyo Boss. Because you don't even need to have a big song that people know, and you can come and perform and mash up the place. And they call me the Bunyo Boss. I said, the Bunyo Boss. And I just widen the Bunyo Boss. To me, to be the Bunyo Boss is not just about music. It's not just about lyrics. It's not just about performance. It has to be on stage and off stage. You understand? It's what you do, because it's still leading to Bunyo. You know, you give back, you help, you come.
You've been very, very, very involved in your community.
Yes.
In your community. And you always seem to surprise people, like they're never waiting. Like you don't do it when everybody's doing it. You do it when they least expect. So
that's why I haven't released my
like
songs.
a pop-up shop. You're like a pop-up shop. You don't just.
That's why I wait. So I just do it, you know, because it do have a special time to give back. Like, you know, some people will wait for Christmas, or they'll wait for Mother's Day, or they'll wait for or back to school to give just the children books, and then they forget them for the entire year. No, I want to do something every month, every time, every opportunity I get. You know, I want to do something. You know, and that is part of my career. So when we say Bunyo Boss, that is what we're talking about. And I don't like the crowd. As you can see, I let everybody, I released my first song, Bad Man. And Bad Man already, I think by now should have 100,000 views in 4 weeks. So
let's see if we have Bad Man. Let's see if we have Bad Man. I think we have Bad Man.
What do you mean?
We must have Bad Man. We must
I know what you like, you know. I know what you like, you know, Jael. Check it. Great bomb. She wants a bad man. A bad man. Yes, she wants a bad man. A bad man. Who she wants a bad man? A bad man. Yes, she wants a bad man. A bad man. Auntie, yeah, man. She wants a Antigua man. She wants a Guada man. How you mean? Look your back, Jael. Look your back. Look your back. She like the bike with the big chain. Things are bright with the big brain. All the boss with the captain. In the club with the champagne. She want to run with the Mustang. MK, that's my first friend.
How is that my own?
I know you like MK bags. I know you like MK bags. You and Rapunzel have no difference. You love bags. Yeah. Rapunzel tell me buy a Birkin bag. When I go watch the price of a Birkin bag, girl, I almost drink Grandma's Hood. You know?
Now take me. You know, I'm not a bag. I'm a shoe.
Oh, for real. Nice.
And I doesn't wear high shoe. So I like sneakers. My shoes have to be leather. If they're not sneakers, they're leather. So
Hold on. Share the life, share the life, share the life, share the life. Tag your friend, tag your friend, tag your friend. Tag anybody you think that is a Rapunzel. Tag them.
oh gosh, you gotta make somebody tag. Okay, the person that tags the most people, we're giving them a 6-pack of Caribbean today. We give them a 6-pack
Yeah.
of Caribbean today. If you tag the most people in one message.
Only 1 years. Let's go. 1, 2, 3, go.
Go.
Jael,
Yes.
I need some ice. Can I go and get some ice?
You need a top up? We'll play some music for them. We'll play some music.
Hold on. Yada. They say the PMC to go and to use your ice in the container. Yada. That is not for me. Tell the PM to listen to the live and listen to the ice falling in my cup.
Guys, you are locked in to get the ice. But you are shy. I hate it. Yeah. You hear the ice falling. Falling in the glass.
Only the ice falling. You heard the ice fall?
I heard the ice fall. I heard it loud and clear.
Yeah. Tag the PM man. PM madman. Buttercup.
But
My buttercup lives in St. Martin. My buttercup lives in St. Martin. Can tell you about buttercup. PM madman. As a PM, I want to live just like you.
Oh gosh, shed it out. Tag your friend. You lost.
Tag your friend.
Tag all of them. And make sure if you tag the first person to tag the most people. I going back and check the line. Let's go back and I just check every single comment.
Big up my
The
girl.
first person getting
Charlene Joseph reside in Point Michelle. Can you please tag people? Because I know you like rum for your Friday parties. Yes.
A 6-pack. A 6-pack. You the first person, the most tag on her live.
Look, Minnie Lawrence says she's self using her butter.
She using her butter bowl. It's not Truth Tuesdays. It's Wild Out Wednesday, and we're here for Run the Track and Talk. You started doing Truth Tuesdays.
Yeah, as you said, Truth Tuesday. Let me big up my girl on the line. Rat advice. Big up yourself.
You started doing Truth Tuesdays. What inspired that? Why did you decide that was something you felt you needed to do?
Today not Tuesdays. I don't must say the truth.
You can lie a little.
No man. I believe in saying the truth. It's like things you're going through, things you've been through, things you see happening, like with you and your girlfriend, you and your family, you and your friends, you and your friends' relationship, certain things, in the community, and vibes like that. And them things need to be highlighted. And it's not somebody with a platform need to bring it out there, and so on. But in a respectable way, but where everybody have a voice and everybody have different opinions on certain things, So you might see something that way, and I see it another way. And then we just have to see which way is the best way, because of certain people are seeing things certain way, and then when I give them my way of seeing it, they're like,
there's the truth, the truth, and the real truth.
Exactly.
Right?
And then,
three sides.
And then certain things used to touch me, Like I used to see, like when my daughter started living in France, and I always send in money for her. Once I get money, I send money. And then I would see guys make excuses that they're not living in the same place with the child, so they, that is why. So all different. So I used to highlight those things like that's a lie. You check Truth Tuesday, check your child. You check, and I used to see like guys
Exactly.
spending more money on chain, on drinks, on certain things than you
Right.
know,
Than their
and
children.
their children, and like some of the things are just is like cheap things. It's like not they're not really expensive because a box of pamper and a chain can never be the same amount of money. And you've been saving up for that chain. How long? Almost $1,000 you have in your neck, and your child, you check do a pampers and things like that. And I respect mothers and I respect women a lot. I have a lot of love for women. You check, all
Why?
the women
Why is that?
Rapunzel, what they buy. Don't put all yourself in Rapunzel business. But I still love Rapunzel because women is who that bring everybody on earth. You check every single human being out there came from a woman. Man carried the children. Woman that carried them, like man put them inside there, but woman carried them for 9 months and bring them out there. And women have to
Feed
take care of
them.
them children, breastfeed them, do all that. And then man can just escape, go do their business. That child have to stay there with that woman. And she have to find a way to feed that child. Because man can go out there and just lie and say, I don't have children.
Mm-hmm.
But that woman
Mm-hmm.
have that child and she have to find a way to feed that child. That's why some women, even though some of them make bomb, and once the bomb is for a good cause, is to feed your children. I cannot fight you. So then you're looking for a job, you look at that job. You don't have nobody to take care of your child or to watch your child for you to go and work. It's just you and that malcochon leave you and go and do his business. You understand?
It's a malculture for real. It's a
Mhm.
malculture for real. And
So I
I
rate
I've
them.
watched your show a few times. I watched your show, and your biggest fans on Truth Tuesdays are women because
Yeah.
they feel like essentially you're their voice. You're their voice, but you can also, because you're speaking from a man's perspective, the fact that you can understand it, we know that
Mhm.
men understand the same thing because you're speaking it as it is. So it's not that you're not seeing it, they choose not to see it or not to do it and pretend
Mhm.
like as if. So women really are your biggest fans on your, especially on your Truth Tuesdays.
And you just
They don't
understand them.
play.
Because when you get their perspective, then you understand everything. So like it's like me, I have the brain for it. I understand it because a lot of, so that's why I just give them women a lot of the tricks that them man have. Because plenty tricks them man have is because they're not getting it. Because they're not getting the WAP. They just buy for spite. They just say, I don't think you got that child. They'll call your man, but my brother is your child. You know, some man, for them to pass, for them to support their child, they still want to be eating. You understand? They still want to be eating. But your contract expire. You guys saying who contract expires and still getting money on the job?
Nobody.
Exactly. So that is one of the reasons. But I rate women for that because women, they at the end of the day, they have to do what they have to do
They have
to
to.
survive.
They have
Because
to.
the man feeding himself, sometimes he feeding the woman he trying to impress, and but that woman, she have to feed herself and she have to feed them children. She have, and sometimes it's not just one child. It happened to her like 3 times because she put her trust in another malcochon, and he do the same. And then she put
Mm-hmm.
her trust in another female cochon because
Mm-hmm.
she decided you know what, man bad, I go in and try women, and she go and turn a lesbian, and the woman do the same thing. The woman a more woman that bad.
You sound like you're talking to somebody. Somebody that not Truth Tuesday. It's Wednesday. Behave yourself in here.
I
Behave yourself.
know, don't worry.
Esa, who is Rapunzel?
Rapunzel is a human being just like you and I, but she's a female just like you. But her hair longer than yours. That's one of the difference. Because Rapunzel I long with
Hold on.
hostile. Hostile.
Where you meet her?
Rapunzel tell me all of that in life there. After for
Where
to
you meet
message me
her?
tell me when you go on Jael, show tell that boy, don't come by them if I give you only.
You say that?
No, I don't show Daddy live. You like that is that type of things to come on Daddy live and watch our business stuff. This is what we're saying about that. That is that type of thing.
From where's she from?
Rapunzel is from Dominica. I do want to disclose the I wouldn't say.
But we want to know. All of us want to know Rapunzel.
No, but remember, in terms of security, I cannot just say exactly where Rapunzel from. But she's half Granby and she's half out of Granby. You check? Granby Roseau.
And how did you guys meet?
Me and Rapunzel, well, we go way back. We used to deal before.
I think CIA on you, you know.
I used to eat. You understand? I used to eat at a certain time. In that season, I was in charge. You understand?
And what happened now?
Well, you know, right now, this is not the same again. Rapunzel vex. You check?
Why?
Rapunzel want to break my hand. She want to eat my money. She want to break my leg and have me walking funny. You understand?
I like the next song.
Yeah, that's song releasing tomorrow as well. Because Rapunzel want a husband or a husband. I asked Rapunzel what she want. If it's a husband or a husband.
A husband? What you want, a husband?
A husband Rapunzel one. Because it must be national Dominican National Bank. Trust me.
What? So you and Rapunzel you went through a tumultuous relationship, so to speak, right?
Yeah.
And she break your heart? Somebody said she give you a group well.
No, she don't break my heart. Rapunzel gotta break my heart. Rapunzel gotta break my heart. What Rapunzel did,
But she had so much of an effect on you.
No, I don't have the effect on her because me don't have the wallet. To check, Rapunzel want to eat my money. And because I don't allow Rapunzel to eat my money, she vexed. That is it. Rapunzel asking me for 8 VIP tickets. You don't find that disrespect for she and her friends and them.
But she, let me tell you, I'm sure when she comes and her friends and her friend, her entourage, they wild out in the place, right? And all mothers watch, right? And
but her entourage and them have man. But her entourage have man.
You don't care about that.
So ASA is the kunomono. The boy boss is the kunomono. Yeah.
No, but you have to think about it from a
look somebody under that saying diva mode. You hear them diva mode. You hear them Rapunzel and them under that diva mode. But ASA want to diva.
But ASA, if she bring 8 friends with her, that is, you know the amount of drinks that will sell? Like, man, especially if those friends looking like Rapunzel, which I suspect they probably all have weave too, long weave. And they have big boom boom, right?
Silicone. Yeah.
DJ Shield, boy, look with him.
We pausing still. We're not going yet. We're not going yet. We're not going there yet. So Rapunzel and you, it's a wrap. That's it.
Yeah, we tried knocking off our way, you know, because we still love to talk, but Rapunzel is just, you think I'm not going to allow Rapunzel to drive me. You understand?
You're going to drive your bank.
I have people to take care of, you know, I have more donations to do. Rapunzel need to go and put some money in the change for changing bottle. Is that you to do? Go.
Let's play a little game. Let's play a little game. I want to play a little game with you. You picking one, eh? You just picking one. One. Only one. Android or iPhone?
iPhone. Say that again. I don't drink none, but anyway, I'll go with the boy body. Just the name.
Wine or beer?
Wine. Fish.
Thickers or megas?
Thickers.
We got natural hair.
Depends how short the natural hair be. I like the natural hair, but it depends how short we. It have the picky ones that have to maintain. I don't think that though.
Are you discriminating? So when I had my ball head, he wasn't in that.
You there what I tell you? The picky one, your ball just picky. Why you there the picky one? That is those that don't want to come there. They like to come there, yeah.
You have naughty boys.
Naughty boys should have those with the nice like curly hair like that short here. You know what I say? Yeah man, that can pass and you have the 27 pieces. The 27 pieces. Ladies,
You know it.
they know it. The 27.
How much is the most you spend on weave before?
You know my headphone going to die just now. I ain't pull up in my head. How much do I spend on weave?
What's the most you spend on weave?
1,300 EC dollars.
More dine.
500 US. Easy. Or still.
Right.
Yeah, man. Or still. You mania. Or still. Easy.
Jesus, take the people dying, people screaming in the life. Drop the bag.
1,300 EC. Easy.
If you had to do this all over again, what would you tell your younger self? To your younger self.
We do the same thing over and over, but we just subtracted Rapunzel from our life.
But one thing she had an impact in your life, Papa.
Rapon!
I want to ask a very intrusive question since you keep bringing her up. How much money have you spent on Rapunzel in total? Give a ballpark figure.
About 100 and something thousand.
Mothers!
But you tell me in total. So Rapunzel doesn't eat. Who eating but Rapunzel? Rapunzel eating. When you buy pad, I come in that too. If I buy Rapunzel a hot dog, it comes in. You check?
$100, not $100,000. You don't buy $100,000 of hot dog.
But that is how the
ASA, we just lost ASA. ASA, we coming back. People don't touch that dial. Keep it locked. Keep it locked. He's coming back. Don't you worry. He's back. I tell you, he's coming back. He is coming back. Asa, you there? Coming back. We're just waiting for Asa. I want to big up Carib Bear for being the sponsor of this show. Thank you very much, all of you, for tuning in. Every single one of you. Asa, I'm not seeing you. I think I see you join, but I'm not seeing you. So turn on your camera so we can bring you back on the live. One time. Ready?
DJ Shill, boy, look with him. Shake your pom pom, let's go. Shake your pom pom, okay. Shake your pom pom, let's go. Shake your pom pom, shake your pom pom, let's go. Shake your pom pom, okay. Shake your pom pom, let's go. Now take it how you want, girl, you broke. Shake your pom pom, nothing in your purse. Shake your pom pom, can't find that work. Shake your pom pom, up of tricks and talks. Shake your pom pom, let's go. Shake your pom pom, okay. Shake your pom pom, let's go. Shake your pom pom, shake your pom pom, let's go. Shake your pom pom, okay. Shake your pom pom, let's go. Now take it how you want. Can't pay your loan. Shake your pom pom, can't pay your mortgage. Shake your pom pom, you want a phone. Shake your pom pom, can't pay your college.
Give another person an opportunity to win another 6 of Caribbean. Another person is gonna get an opportunity to win another 6-pack of Caribbean.
Shake your pom pom, let's go. Shake your pom pom, let's go. Shake your pom pom, okay. Shake your
Okay, you're gonna answer the question. The first person under the live that answers this question, and I'm monitoring it, and the first person name I see, I'm gonna monitor right now. I'm gonna monitor the first. You say somebody say Rapunzel pull the plug on ASA. Rapunzel do good now with her black magic. ASA, Rapunzel pull the plug on ASA. The first person to drop the answer to this question, I'm going to go on the live. I'm gonna go on the live in real time to check out the answer to this question. The first person that answers this question wins themselves a 6-pack of Caribbean. The first person, so Asa is back with us. This first person to actually answer this question. How much money ASA spent on Rapunzel collectively? Ballpark figure. Drop that in the live one time. Drop that in the live. I'm watching. The first person I calling out your name, and you are the winner. The first person I see on there that answer that question, you will be the winner of the 6-pack of Caribbean. Oh shit, there's numbers coming on fast. Okay. Ursha is the winner. Winston, big up yourself. Ursha is the winner of a 6-pack of Caribbean. $100,000 it has spent on Rapunzel. $100,000 is the answer. It's on your back. What happened?
I don't know.
Black magic on you.
Rapunzel more like a Fukuya, you know. Long time I suspect Rapunzel more like a Fukuya. A stuck with Fukuya. I don't know what happened. I don't see everything shut down. But remember, I tell him my headphone go in, so anytime my headphone might go, so you might have to hear me back with that feedback. But
we wrapping up. We're wrapping up the show hard. The show hard. People don't want us to go. People don't want us to go. Share the live one time. Tag a friend. Share the live one time. Big up to Caribbean sponsors for the exclusive sponsors. They alone not sponsoring the show. They alone exclusive. Yes, they say they want nobody else on the show but them. Carib show, right?
Yeah, big up Mel. Which Caribbean? So how much Caribbean? Caribbean in Dominica or Caribbean abroad?
Caribbean in Dominica. We representing for Caribbean in Dominica.
You know? No.
Yes. The sponsors of the show. So big them up one time. ASA, I want to talk a little bit about. We were talking about all of the different things. Our last where we last drop off is what you tell your younger self to stay away from Rapunzel. But you've been doing a lot of collaborations. And we have to talk a little bit about all the different people that you've been collaborating with. My first question is, who you've not collaborated with that you'd love to collaborate with?
These are tough one, but maybe me and Voicey.
Yeah.
Maybe me and Voicey. Me and Dexter Daps, you know. Yeah, maybe something can happen.
What you think you want to sing? Because I know Dexter only sings about cooking people, man.
No, Dexter have some positive songs too. He have positive songs because he have this song like blessings have to flow like a river. Blessings have to flow like a, you see? So it's what you want to listen to. It's you, Jael, that are listening to your about if your man not you good, you better somebody
else.
You think? So
why you like to give me pressure, son of Esa? What I do you now?
Listen, we on run the track and talk. So if you don't fast enough, I'll come back.
Esa give me fire. I really want to know.
Yeah.
I really want to know. So you have a few collaborations that are coming around, like a few collaborations coming on. You have some tracks that you're releasing. Talk to me a little bit about your releases and then what's happening tomorrow.
Yeah, like so as you know, I'm not a person that like to come in the crowd. So I tell I release Batman and then I give everybody a chance to release their carnival song. Because you know when I release, I don't just release for Dominica Carnival, you understand?
Mm-hmm.
I release for the entire Caribbean because I play in majority of the carnivals in the Caribbean. From right after Dominica Carnival, Montserrat Carnival, and then I'm heading to France, Montpellier Carnival. Then we're doing Saint Martin Carnival, Saint Thomas Carnival, Uba Soca Cruise. Then we're going to Spain, Ibiza. Then we have Antigua Carnival, St. Lucia Carnival. So when I release for everybody. You understand? So I will be releasing tomorrow. You know, most of my songs, and then I have that big song that with Patrice Roberts that we was
Let me
on.
tell you,
Patrice, the Queen of Soca. You understand? Patrice Roberts, the Queen of Soca, and ASA Bantan will be releasing
And
big
that is
one.
going to be a mashup song. I want to big up Killer Kendall out of
Yes,
Music Box Studio.
and produced by a Dominican, Kendall Laura from Triple K. So we're going straight bouillon. We had the opportunity to do it on a soca. Get the other one so for me. We had the opportunity to do it on a soca, but then my priority is like to push the bouillon. You understand? And to get practice on a bouillon, trust me, was a big deal. Big up my boy Ricardo. Big up Ricardo. Big up Ricardo Drew. And also on that same rhythm, we have Ricardo Drew and N2 from Triple K on the same rhythm, and it's a bouillon rhythm. So share. So we really, when we say bouillon to the world, we mean bouillon to the world.
Seriously, easy bouillon to the world.
Yes.
What is next for you, Asa? What is next for you?
On Saturday, I'll be playing in Martinique. From Martinique, I'm heading to Grenada on Monday. So I'll be playing in Grenada on Monday. So Martinique Saturday, Grenada on Monday. Then I'm coming back on Tuesday, and then I'm leaving on Thursday for Aruba, all the way down to Aruba, right next to Venezuela. And then I'm coming back for Dominica Carnival, and my first stop is at Sunrise. A lot of people waiting for Sunrise
You have not.
lineup, but the lineup is coming. You know one thing with ASA Bantan, when he gives you a show, he gives you a good show. It's like Breakfast Fest, and Jael, you have been to Breakfast Fest. You have been to Breakfast. Orange, right? Orange was here. Jael was my host, She bad, but she got drunk before the daybreak, Yeah.
I was not drunk. I did not even drink.
You were drinking from a water gun. What you talking about, girl?
I was not drunk. I swear I was not drunk. I didn't drink anything. I was actually very tired because I was working the whole day before, and I was like, boy, I had to show up and think for you. But I wasn't drunk. I swear to God I wasn't. If I was drunk, I'll tell you. But I mean, with what fact we had to be drunk, right? You couldn't be drunk, right? You were allowed to be drunk. But I promise you I wasn't drunk. When I drunk, I will tell you.
But we have Sunrise, so Sunrise is gonna be real good, real good. I had the VIP tickets even either sold out or almost sold out. We will have some foreign artists. I wouldn't let it go yet, but we have some entertainment for them. And Sunrise is about the experience. It's not about who performing, who won. It's about the vibe. You just till you see the sunrise, where we make daybreak in Dominica, something different. Where all Rapunzel and them friends and them
people have said that, like, I know my friends from St. Lucia, they've never you don't know about daybreak until you come to Dominica. I think Dominica is the only place that really seriously does, like, the people we do daybreak, like, we just wake up. Like, we just wake up. Like, that's when we have the most life, even though we've been out all night. And Dominica does it the best. I always tell people, if you have to come to Carnival, you have to try Carnival in Dominica. You don't experience Carnival until you've done that. But before I mentioned Carnival, somebody was just asking about the Wet Fest and wanting to know whether or not you have plans to expand the venue, because what they found is that the fete has become too big for the venue.
It's not Wet Fest. It's Breakfast Fest.
Breakfast Fest. Sorry, Breakfast Fest.
To be honest, that is something we have been looking into for years, but it's technical, it's difficult. So I take out my headphone because the headphone died.
I have mine. I still hear you good, yes.
Okay, yeah, but it's very, very difficult because moving, when it comes to fete, venue is very important, and moving your venue sometimes does kill the whole vibes of the show, and that is how Wet Fete in Dominica end up going down the cliff. You understand? But Tilly had that
because they moved.
Wet Fete was the biggest show in Dominica. Big up money on that. No fete couldn't touch that fete. And I learned from guys like Tilly, from those from certain mistakes like that. When he moved Wet Fete from Cicero, because people was complaining they want a bigger thing, and they went opposite Auto Trade on the Savannah, dead. Then they moved it from there and they went in the forecourt in the stadium, dead.
Dead.
You
And
know,
when he
so-
brought it back, Cicero, it actually was popping.
yeah, so a lot of the people are telling you to move it, they want this. When it died, they are the same one that come and say, but why he moved the fair? The vibe's not the same. But apart from that, my main reason for not moving my breakfast fed where it is right now, for now, is because of my community. I am a community guy, and where the venue is located is in the center of the village, in the center of the community, where all the bars, shops, and restaurants are located. So all the bars and shops are right outside of the venue, on the entire alley, the entire
On the
strip,
strip, yeah.
and everybody make a killing, everybody make money, everybody make bread. You know, I share the bread. Now I can be greedy and selfish and move my fed to a playing field or to somewhere, and all the bars inside is mine alone. But no, I want the people in the community of Granby to make money, to make the breakfast. You know, I could bring them in too, but they already have their shops, their bars, their everything there. So we're looking at that. Eventually, I think it will have to move because the Fed getting bigger. You know, the Fed have actually outgrown the venue.
It has
for
outgrown
now-
the venue.
Yeah, but for now, but the vibes might not be the same, because this year when Breakfast Fest was over, we actually
Last year.
well, last year, but it told me in December still. Last year, when Breakfast Fest finished, I had the Saki Slapo cab with take the crowd from the gate and up the lally and back down the lally, and you know, everybody was involved. The police had fun, and it was just like, yo, everybody, it was just
It was
like
a carnival.
it was indie thing. But let's say if we do that by the bay, by the bayside, it might not be the same because it's not in the village. So we don't want to really run and move our venue because somebody say to move the venue, and the person start saying that not even Dominica. The person saying that maybe not even coming to the fed. The person saying that a Christian way, she not even supposed to be on that. Don't make me vex there. She not even supposed.
You're not supposed to be on any live talking about feds. You're
Yeah. You check. You not just gonna be like,
Imagine it yourself.
come and discuss crusade with me. Tell me you need my venue to do a crusade. You come in and come talk about faith.
They might ask you to give your life to Christ, my brother.
All that is part of it. All that is part of it. Christ put me in a position to make people happy and to give back to my people, and that is what I'm doing.
I mean, I can keep you here forever. You know, we can talk forever. There's so much to talk about. I'm looking at the chat to see if anybody has any questions for ASA, because we are about to wrap up the show, and people are screaming. People are Kimoys, Sheba, Danger. She wrote. Marina, Simon, Zam, or people are definitely on the live and they're screaming. I see somebody dropping the Antigua flag. Sherlyn is there. Dino, it's like all your fans. The Lucia flag. I mean, all your fans are on the live and they are definitely routing for you. People are showing their support for you. How many tracks dropping tomorrow?
Well, we're dropping about let me see about 6-7 tracks tomorrow. Yo, tomorrow we're dropping about 6-7 tracks tomorrow. I want to do it properly, so we will be doing it live on Vibes Radio. So we'll be live on Vibes Radio tomorrow from 4 o'clock. Lock on ASA Bantan, Patrice Roberts, and I'm gonna drop all my other carnival songs. You know, I always have one for the ladies called this one's called Bam Bam Roll. You understand? I have one for Rapunzel. It's called Horse Bank. Horse Bank. We have one for the fetters called Dirty. We have one for the people that love to, you know, that just going to live their life during that carnival, and those that miss their friends and wish their friends were here. You know, we just drop in tomorrow. We just drop in. Yeah.
You want to give me a little preview, like a little a cappella of something like I know I hungry for the Patrice one. You know that.
But I give you a
Hello.
preview already on Facebook on the Patches
I
one.
don't want I want a
Patches,
little more
when we
extension.
reach, when we reach, yeah, Patches say that. When we reach, everything in the Fed get mashed up. You know it already. That one,
I don't know.
that one going to mash up the Uber Soca cruise. I can tell you that for sure. You know,
2023.
yeah, because I will be on the Uber Soca cruise in April, and I will be in Spain, Ibiza in May, early May.
Mhm.
St. Martin Carnival is in April. So also Triple K and I will be on the road in St. Thomas and in April. They're going to get those songs. Trust me. But a lot of people looking forward for the one with me and Patches. People been saying, let's take Bouillon to the world. Right now, we're doing it. We're leading from the front. We're taking Bouillon to the world. As I tell them, everything takes time. It's patience. It happening.
A final one. I feel like we need to hear that one.
DJ Shill, boy, look with him.
Give me this one, right?
Let's go. Shake your bum palam. Okay. Shake your bum palam. Let's go. Shake your bum palam. Shake your bum palam. Let's go. Shake your bum palam. Okay. Shake your bum palam. Let's go. Now take it how you want. Girl, you broke. Shake your bum palam. Nothing in your purse. Shake your bum palam. Can't find that work.
Play the one with the live. Play the live from sunrise. You see my picture and it writes sunrise on it with the orange and yellow background. Give me that live. Give me that live there.
Oh gosh, you send.
No, it's
You
right
send
there.
me
Go
the
to ASA Bantan.
I have to go and look for it, my brother.
Not from YouTube, you running them songs.
No, my brother, I have all my shit down.
So how you had Batman
I doesn't
video?
run. I doesn't run track from YouTube, my
So
brother.
how you had Batman video?
I downloaded it from YouTube,
Oh,
but I don't run things from. I doesn't run things from
there is a
YouTube.
hacker. We.
I download all my stuff, my brother.
We-
All my
who-
stuff.
Lynn Spato said just give Pato her e-passport. Which Pato does she talking about?
More come on. Hey, so give us a little shake your bumpala. Give us a little shake your bumpala. Give us a little shake your bumpala. Give us.
Drop the rhythm, no man.
DJ Shill, boy, look with him.
Shake your bum palam. Let's go. Shake your bum palam. Okay. Shake your bum palam. Let's go. Shake your bum palam. Shake your bum palam. Shake your bum palam. Shake your bum palam. Now take it how you want. Girl, you broke. Shake your bum palam. Nothing in your purse. Shake your bum palam. Can't find that work. Shake your bum palam. Let's go and shake your bum palam. Let's go. Shake your bum palam. Let's go. Shake your bum palam. Okay. Shake your bum palam. Let's go. Shake your bum palam. Shake your bum palam. Let's go. Shake your bum palam. Okay.
But Jael, look Jael back.
You want. Can't pay your loan. Shake your bum palam. Can't pay your money. Shake your bum palam. You want a phone? Shake your bum palam. Can't pay your money. Shake your bum palam. If you can't pay your rent, shake your bum palam. And you don't never send.
You are Jael.
Shake your bum palam. Lose your apartment.
Apartment? Yeah.
Bum palam. Deep in the
This is
government.
government.
Then shake your bum palam. Let's go.
Let's go.
Shake your bum palam. Let's go. Shake your bum palam.
Problem.
Why you just feel like you can just fulfill for me now? Like,
I mean,
Like-
you fit the criteria.
you making assumptions. You making an ass of you and me by assuming.
No. Remember, you international now, you know. Like a Black Island girl, you know what I'm saying?
You don't even know what I did.
I just follow.
Thank you very much, Asa, for following. Thank you.
After all.
Asa,
The vibe's nice. At that time, we still have over 180 something people still online. You don't know the fans and them, they like the
You
vibe.
ready to go? You ready to go?
Why is it 10? We can go till 9 o'clock at 8:45. We can get them at 15 minutes. At 15 minutes, the vibe's nice. Big up my boy Nick No Chill. You know everything nice. Everybody on the live.
Big up, everybody on the live. Let me get the people that are on the live. Let's get the people that are on the live.
Shake it. Shake your bum palam. Shake it. Shake your bum palam. Shake it. Shake your bum palam. Let's go. Shake your bum palam.
Maggie.
Shake your pam pam. Let's go. Shake your pam pam. Shake your pam pam.
Challenge.
You troublesome. They say you like trouble. Somebody say you like trouble. Somebody say you like trouble. ASA like Beth and story.
Danger, she wrote ask me about crazy mess. Let me just tell her crazy. Danger, she wrote crazy mess is on Monday. Jael, I wish you was there for that. Crazy mess is on Carnival Monday. That is one of the crazy band. The name said it all. Crazy mess.
Let me tell you. Hey, listen to this. You remember when you say in your conversation today, you decide the only time you come in Dominica is when you're in a big show.
So what did you go do? You're that station on flow.
When they pay me to come down for first, so I come down. I was paid, right? I come down. The next time you see me, I'll be paid to come down.
You're damn right. A man will pay your ticket to bring you down.
Either, neither, whichever one works. All right. Man, you see, when you're in school, you can be free and frolic. But when you're out of school and you have to start paying bills and all of these things, you have to get your priorities straight. And to be honest, Carnival is my time because it's my birthday. Carnival Saturday before Carnival is my birthday. That is the time. That is my time, right? But I wouldn't
want a woman with a birthday on that time, no. Carnival Saturday only. The man
too much responsibility.
I just give you a gift for Valentine's with dog. Motherfucker, I just give you a gift for Christmas.
I do a whole
for
video
Valentine's.
on that. I do a whole video on that. I don't want Valentine's and birthday to merge. It's two separate days. It's separated by 4 days.
It's one thing.
By 4 days. We're making Zeba. As
it's one thing.
We're making Zeba. It's 2 separate days, right? But normally Carnival, I think probably every carnival I've been in Dominica, something happened to me. One year I got arrested. one year I mashed up my hand.
You get arrested?
Yes, my brother.
Which woman you gonna fight for there?
Nobody. I was trying to get out.
And every carnival people fighting Mahu for man.
No, not me. I'm going to go. That's not my style. I was trying to get out. A policeman, he don't want to open the railings for me to the guardrails for me to get out. And I had my rum in my head because it's Carnival. I was in my costume and I wanted to get out, and he wasn't letting me out. So he actually pushed his hand in my car and he turned the key and bent my key, and it was a wrap. It was a wrap.
Jael, look, somebody asking us a question here.
What's the question?
Shenika Picard.
I
don't know if she's from Picard in Portsmouth or Picard is her last name.
What is she asking? I'm looking for her. Oh,
really?
Question to Asa. Do you have a hashtag favorite performance and what made it so special? So Shenika Zephy Picard is asking that.
I don't really I don't really have one favorite performance. I have many because like every island different, every country different, and everybody trying to top everybody. Like you see what happened in St. Croix with that girl. Like I don't know if you saw that dancer, Jael.
Yes, but she can dance.
My God, she can dance, and she danced for me in St. Lucia as well. So every time I go to a different country, that one girl or that 2 girls or that 3 girls trying to top that, who can shake their pampalam the best, that crowd trying to see who can break the fence the maddest, who doing the biggest mess, who can do the water the baddest. So like everywhere different, but it has certain islands definitely that is just like when I go Antigua, certain places, certain performances in Antigua is just madness. Saint Martin is always wild.
And that probably leads to the next question. Somebody's asking, what is your favorite place to perform? Where is your favorite place to perform?
I don't have a favorite place. I have many favorite places. I have Guadeloupe, I have St. Thomas, St. Martin, Antigua, Right now, St. Lucia looking like the running up there with me. You know, it's been a while. Like I tried to get into St. Lucia, and now I finally in St. Lucia, and it's just madness. And Lucia
Mhm.
people crazy, and they love the boom.
I suspect you're going to be on a truck this year.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. That in the wood.
I sipping my tea with my little finger up.
Even Miami, like to perform in Miami when I do the Bouillon Line events on the Friday night. Miami Carnival is a vibes, trust me. So every are different. New York is a different vibes. You know it is.
I'm looking for the questions. So Shanika is saying thank you for answering her question. Looking for the questions. Oh, Tara is saying she remember the year I got arrested. That was a year. She remember the
Somebody
year I got
say
arrested.
they waiting to hear Dominica. You see, Dominica is where it all created, So I don't really call Dominica as like my favorite place to perform. It
Because that's where
is
you're
my
from.
favorite place to perform. Everybody know the Bouillon Boss from here. So Dominica is like the bakery. That is where we make the bread and then I just deliver it. You understand?
So okay. So I'm waiting for the questions. As ASA promised, you will stay until the o'clock, until the 9
No,
o'clock.
Dominica people, Dominica, you cannot put Dominica in top places. Dominica Malacase. We literally
No,
just
but
Malacase.
even that, you cannot, like, it's like asking Marshall, where's your favorite place to perform? He's not gonna say Trinidad. He's going to say somewhere else because that's where he's from.
I mean, come on. If you ask me,
that's where-
if you ask me, including Dominica, where's your favorite place to perform and what event I go tell you breakfast fete, then you're gonna say by ass.
Period per.
First of all, what I just do in Dominica, the performances that I give in Dominica, the rest of the world don't get that. I never go on a zip line. No, I try to kill myself in other country.
I meant to ask you about that. You're not easy, no?
I mean this.
I was afraid. I was afraid for you because I see you ziplining and the zipline stick. But the funny part was when you reach on stage and your Rapunzel wig was wet. You know the same wig you just said on a stick.
Rapunzel doesn't have it.
Next time you will make sure you get those synthetic wig. Yeah?
Yo, I find that rain disrespectful. As soon as I jump on the zip line, I go down in the wire. The rain starts to fall away. But I feel like I feel how birds just feel in the sky when their feathers wet.
A real bird mouillé.
I mean, I don't believe it have much artists that have the guts to do those type of things. So that's why when I tell you we say Bouillon Boss, we don't just say Bouillon Boss about our music. If a man have a hit, he have a hit. Bouillon Boss, you have to top all those things. You have to, you have to really bring it out there. Entertainment, performance, off stage, on stage, giving back, spreading the love. You check?
Somebody said they want to know if you're single.
Hold on. That is a stupid question. The Bouillon Boss single. I gotta be single, boy. Gotta be single. That's after that really.
I'm local and foreign.
Hey, so me say Monkey and Gale. So me say
You sleep outside tonight in your own house.
huh?
Mine shouldn't make you sleep outside tonight.
In my house. Wow. I joke man.
You spend $1,000 on a weave.
Rapunzel take 100K and go 100K in cash.
Floop.
And still asking me for
she could have
SVIP
do something
tickets.
constructive with that. If a man give me $100,000, like I invest that in a business.
She's still asking me for a frontline amnesia costume, and she says pink or black with the copper ways on, and a crazy mess package, and 8 VIP sunrise ticket. Disrespectful.
You gonna give it to her?
I mean, we can negotiate something.
You're gonna give it to her. I know you're gonna give it to her. It's in you too much. You're going to give it to her.
No.
The whole Rapunzel have on you, dear.
We can negotiate something. We will see what happens. We'll see what happens.
Negotiation.
You know,
Should
I put in the chat outside there. Transparency is key.
Should he give the girl the tickets?
That is the question for them to ask me. That is the question to ask me is if I should give Rapunzel 8 tickets for she and her friends, that each of her friends have more than one man, you know.
Should ASA give Rapunzel the tickets? If
And
somebody
the
say
package.
yes, Diane say yes on the package.
Boy, Diane will give.
God, you are rat ice cream.
Hey, look Veko under your life, Veko. Man like Veko and them would give.
They say yes. Everybody say give her the ticket. Yes.
Veko and them that was
Everybody
them
say
tickets.
yes,
They
say
are
yes.
giving woman 8 ticket, 12 ticket, 15 ticket, and don't show up to the show.
If you want Asa to give her the ticket, say yes. If you want to give it to her, if you don't want him to give it to her, say no. Those in favor of yes, those against say no. Let us see who going to yes. People say yes.
Yeah, the woman
Yes,
will
give it
give
to her.
The woman really
Give
out
it
there
to
saying
her.
yes. The woman
Yes.
really dealing with my husband. Quick.
Give her the 8 tickets or don't give her the 8 tickets. Right? Yes. Everybody saying yes. Okay. Maggie said no with a big no. They say yes. Somebody say Hot Nut say yes. Jael say yes. Maggie alone not say no. Maggie say no.
We keep
No,
them
a real man will give it to her. A real man will give it to her.
We keep
Somebody
them
say she took
people.
up her ways or no, don't give it to her. She took up her ways.
Charlene, that FVIP ticket burned me. If Rapunzel tell me 2 or 3, I would say okay. 8 tickets
Give it to her.
for
She
people
already
that
gets it.
all palling me with my Rapunzel.
You
All of
going
them
to
have
give
man.
it to her. You
They
going to give
call
it to
off
her.
in one of them.
You going to give it to her. Give it to her. You know you're going to give it to her. There's no question in our mind. We know she have it. I'm going to pay close attention to the pink and black section. And even Monday, Tara says she paying close attention.
Who say that?
Everybody gonna. Tara says she's going to pay close attention to the pink and black section on the carnival. look at funny long weave. Oh my God! Look at funny long weave. She'll be wearing a long weave, and you will definitely know who she is. Give it to herself. She's sounding like she a custom. Give it to herself.
What happened to Rapunzel and them? They never miss the water till the well run dry. You check? So
well,
the next,
that ASA well, not never gonna run
the
dry.
next partner that in charge now. You check? He not comes it up. You check? He can't comes up. He can't match. He can't match the your boss. You check? I tell you. You check?
Call you a rat. She call
You
you a
see,
rat.
you have that some who have.
She
Who
call you a
don't
rat.
have. Who have. Who don't have to have.
Mm-hmm.
Rapunzel man right now is I don't have. I want something. I don't have.
So you don't have. So she coming for after you.
In the husband song, I put a part for Rapunzel that saying, she wah like an ambulance. She wah like a police van. Everything she sees, she want.
Oh my God, guys. It was a pleasure having Asa in the building with us. Asa was on Run the Track and Talk. Tomorrow we have a big show. Calypso. Calypso's on tomorrow. So tune in for Calypso Uncensored. Tasha P is going to be stopping by, and a few other Calypsonians are going to be coming through. And next week we have Triple K. We have Triple K going to be on Run the Track and Talk. Asa, it was a pleasure.
Also, oh boy, I tell you next. Tomorrow I letting go about 7 songs in one of 7 or 6 songs. And in one of those songs also, ASA BANTAN and Triple K also have a song as well. We'll be letting go to tomorrow called Bouillon Running the World. So yeah.
We are running the world. You giving us a little piece? A little piece?
Knock knock. Knock knock. I know you knew. Knock knock.
Who's there?
Bouillon. Music from Dominica.
This one was sponsored by Caribbean. Asa, it was a pleasure having you on the show.
Yeah,
with me.
man.
I really appreciate you coming by and sharing the love and spreading the love and talking to us. Thank you for your energy and all the love. And thank you for being a real true ambassador for Dominica.
Thank
We
you.
really appreciate what you do. And every time you show up, you make sure that everybody knows Dominica you're from. Everybody knows is Dominica you're from. And you really show up for all of us Dominicans all over the world. And we waiting to see what other genre that you're going to infiltrate. You know, we waiting because you say you want to do dancehall, you want to do a bit of everything.
No, I don't
We're
think I
so
want to do
excited.
that song.
Well, Dexter Daps. You say
Dexter
Dexter
doesn't have
Daps.
to come on a bouillon.
You don't make him come on a bouillon.
What you mean?
Yeah.
Dexter doesn't have to come on a bouillon. Actually, when Dexter Daps was there for Creole Festival, he asked to meet with me. And we spoke a few, you know, and he really wanted to do something with me. Also, Christopher Martin, you know. So they're interested.
Nice.
It's just for me to just press forward and make it happen. You know?
It's been any final words?
Big up on yourself. Yeah, big up on yourself. Don't forget tomorrow from 4 o'clock on Vibes Radio. Also my Facebook page. We roll in the brand new ASA Bantan songs. ASA Bantan and Patrice Roberts. We released our brand new song. And make sure you guys join our craziness band. Carnival Monday, Amnesia Tuesday, if you want to play costume band. And Sunrise on Friday. And also I'll be at picnic on Sunday. So, you know, big up all yourself.
Packed schedule. Packed schedule. Asa, thank you very much for the opportunity to chat with you. Bye-bye. All the best. Bye. That was it, guys. That was it. Asa came through. Big up to Asa and his crew. Big up to you for staying tuned the whole time. Those of you who shared the live, I'm going to be going back on to see who won the first 6-pack of Caribbean. The second one was won by Ursha Winston. So big up yourself, Ursha, and congratulations on winning yourself a 6-pack of Caribbean. Send me a DM so that I can make sure I have your information to send to the folks out there at HHV Research and Company, the agents for Caribbean Dominica. I want to say thank you very much to every single one of you who tuned in. Thank you very much for sharing the live. Thank you very much for staying on. Thank you very much for hanging out here with us this evening. I'll be back tomorrow on Calypso Uncensored. Alex will be on with me, and we're going to have a blast. We're going to be joined by Tasha P and other Calypsonians who are moving on to the semifinals. So stay tuned for that next week. Triple K is gonna be on. We're gonna be hearing a few of their latest tunes. We're gonna be talking to them. That'll be actually the second time coming on to interview on my virtual space. But we're so happy that they're coming on Run the Track and talk, because they're gonna be running the track, and we're gonna be talking next week, Wednesday. Thank you guys again. Until tomorrow, until next time. See you soon. Peace out. Bye-bye.
DJ Shill, boy, look with him.
Shake your bumper, let's go. Shake